Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. I'm laughing because this is the second take of this. I forgot the name of my YouTube channel. I was looking at the chicken, which is pool chicken. Pool chicken is a tomato-eating monster. She is indeed. Hang on, let me get us set back up. There we go. It was just funny. I saw her and I started laughing. I'll do a video on her at some point. She eats cat food. She eats an offensive amount of cat food. I don't know why. She only eats the red cat food. Crumbles. She won't eat the brown. And she will peck at the window until she gets what she wants. But that is not the reason I was going to do this video. That will be a whole different video. I had a really good amount of comments and responses from the video that I did on the potato cage failure. I know it's kind of an odd video to comment on, but I was going to read off a lot of these responses from you guys, and if you guys like this might be something that we do maybe once a week or so. Just an interesting group of responses from videos. And I've got my phone, so I'm reading off notes, so you will have to excuse me while I look down. And it was on the failure that we had on the tomato cages using planting potatoes in straw and topsoil, which it worked, but you know, it is not cost effective until we figure out what we did wrong, or maybe it was just the way it was, you know, at the time. But I had a lot of people comment on it, and I thought I'd just read them off to you and give you guys some credit for sending me the comments. So leave comments below as to whether or not you like this kind of video too. Goes a long way. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. For those of you also who are interested, consider joining us on Patreon, because you get a bunch of cool stuff, a lot of stuff behind the scenes, stuff that nobody else is going to see. But anyway, here we go. The potatoes failed, and we were not able to get more than 5 out of the 10 we planted, which is a very, very poor return. Cheyenne Life said that, and I think it's a woman because it has a woman's picture on there, so Cheyenne, hope I am correct. It says that she had planted 6 pounds of red New Orleans in 2 short rows and has 35 pounds of success. That is really good, Cheyenne. Dang good. Have another 5 pounds of Kennebec to dig up, but she is waiting. That she's waiting for. That's really good. And I was trying to think. It's just really freaking good. I wish I had that kind of luck. I got another comment from Farron and Friends. Thank you for posting the fail. They are so much more useful for real gardeners. Well, Farron and Friends, you're going to like my channel because I fail a bunch. We do some screw-ups. One of the funny screw-ups is that when I was planting my squash, I didn't plant squash. I accidentally planted, well, butternut squash. So instead of having yellow crookneck squash, we had a hardy winter squash that is still growing, and they look beautiful, and they're coming in great, and I'm going to have probably 20 of them. I didn't really mean to plant them. No, that's just one of my things, but they're growing great. The whole area is just kind of a test. People say, well, what are you planting? What are you doing out here? I'm putting 50 butter bean plants over here, 50 pepper plants over here, and I'm doing the same thing in 2 or 3 different areas. I'm just seeing what the soil does and what the ground likes. Getting ready to do a bunch of tree work So I don't want to put any permanent garden space together. We are going to do a permanent onion, asparagus, garlic, something else I can't remember. In addition to all the herbs that we've been planting. We've planted 50 herb patches, and they're all starting to take now. But it's just some other stuff here. Bama Boy, which is actually my cousin. It says, I told you before, I can't grow potatoes for shit. Don't know what it is. We grow everything else, though. And that is true. Back in Childersburg, we grew all kinds of stuff. And I remember growing potatoes with my grandfather. When I was about 6 years old. Can't grow them. It's the first time I've done them since I was 6. So we'll see. But yeah, Bama Boy, you are correct, man. Genio Trexler, thank you for sharing, as it was very interesting. Genio Trexler, thanks for watching. I try to do some of the silly stuff, some of the funny stuff, some of the serious stuff. And again, it's just stuff we're doing around here, or around the property. Harry Johnson, he commented, he said, I've had varying degrees of success with these. That would be potatoes. You need to do the indeterminate variety, which keeps growing as you add to the cage. Harry, thank you. I had no idea that potatoes were like tomatoes, which would have a determinate and an indeterminate type. Did not know that. They're both members of the nightshade family, so I guess, but hey, go figure. Lauren Wimberly, dude, I hope you're doing okay, buddy. He says it's been too wet for potatoes where he is, and OPSEC and all that stuff. I understand. And then he suggested in another comment, use old tires. You can take them out one layer at a time. It's a good idea, and we might indeed do that. I was trying the cages because I had a whole bunch of that green plastic coated welded wire, and I still have a full roll of it. Hooch, even though the experiment was a fail in my opinion, she's excited about it, so she wants to do a 10 by 10 run. And we'll do them in those. Why not? And can't beat it. It got somebody else excited in gardening. Can't beat it. Luke Smith commented, he said, it is not a fail. It's a learning experience for a good cause. It's a skill you'll achieve in the future during experience. He lives in the city, and people rely on supermarkets, but we would rather not. Being self-sufficient is about root, in your opinion. Nothing is a fail if you gain the knowledge from it. Absolutely, sir, you are indeed correct. And guys, all of you who commented, I've tried to comment and respond back to you, so you should be able to see it. One day at a time, buddy. Quit getting hurt. He's a friend of mine. Lesson learned. Next time, more gooder. And the hooch got to play in the dirt on camera. There you go. It's good stuff. And again, she expressed an interest in wanting to do it. So, that's good. Blake Black Pack Homestead. Chris and Marilla. Well, looks like you had as much success as I did. Seems like everyone has been having potato woes this year. Yes, sir. It was underwhelming, the potato results. Now, I have to say, the 5 or 6 that we got, I have never eaten potatoes that had flavor in them since I can remember. Those little bitty round red potatoes and the ones that were that big, I have never had potatoes that were that good. So my goal is to plant enough potatoes and grow them ourselves so we don't have to eat any more of the garbage potatoes from grocery stores. And potatoes are cheap. You can get 10 pounds for $3. Even now you can. But you're eating cardboard. These things had flavor. I was completely, utterly blown away. Old Timer Lee. Lee comments a lot on all of the videos that we do. We both have a few friends in common, like BC Truck and everything. Love the little new potatoes. Actually, any new potatoes of that size, I agree. The yield was bad with 10 seed potatoes in the cage. Can't figure out why. He used to plant, he'd cut up the potatoes, leaving 1 or 2 eyes per chunk. Let the chunks cure a bit, then plant the chunks and produce a vine for each. And he goes on to explain how he did it. Good advice. We'll see. I wet them, let them soak for a day or so. And these were small potatoes, and I told somebody I'd gotten them from Lowe's. I think I told Marvin I'd gotten them from Lowe's. Turns out we'd gotten them from Sam's. A big pack of them. And so let them soak. They just didn't do that good. Just didn't do that good. So now we continue reading. Oh, this is Marvin. Okay, that you shouldn't use store-bought potatoes because they are sprayed with anti-growth thing. Yes, it prevents them from budding out. And Marvin is correct. So I just answered that, Marvin. I appreciate your input too. Doc Falcon said it is not a fail if you learn from it. Absolutely, Doc. I agree completely. Send me your address, dude, because I got to send you that solar light. He's one of my patrons, and patrons get entered into the drawing whenever I get some good stuff, and I parse it out to everybody. So, I think that is it. But I just wanted, yep, that's it. Hang on, I'm looking. Yep. So that is it. I just wanted to let you guys know that I go over all your comments, and I do read them, and I try to respond to everybody as often as I can. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your input. If I didn't get any input, I probably wouldn't be doing this. And we will have more potatoes. I promise you guys. Take care of you people.